CAMFED has developed a model that is first and foremost accountable to the child in sub-Saharan Africa that we serve. And we have a set of principles that really frame all our work and all our action. The paramount principle being the entitlement of the child to protection and to the resources that are raised in the name of the child. And what we have done is embark on a program with the global law firm Linklaters to develop a document that describes the process. It's called a CAMFED Governance Accounting to the Child, which is really a bottom-up process. Governance is often thought of in the sector as being a top-down process, boards having the greatest power, and indeed, of course, they do in legal terms, but everyone needs to feel that they are first and foremost answerable to the client, to the child. And that is the system and the process that we have developed. So in terms of our finance system, in terms of our measurement system, in terms of the processes by which we engage with communities, in terms of our recruitment policies in Africa, all of them actually start with the consideration of what is best for the child. I think the challenge in the international development sector and indeed for NGOs working nationally is to ensure that they always remember why they exist, that they exist to serve the client, and the client is always, in the case of social programs, a group that has less power, and actually we're in the business of empowering that group and empowering that change. So really, it's always about our accountability first and foremost to the clients, who are the people we serve. In this sector, we are in the business of raising money for our clients, to support our clients. So we are in many ways in competition with each other, but we're also in a coalition. And in some ways, these two things are contradictory, and sometimes drive us together, and sometimes really drive us apart. So really, I think it's always about going back to first principles. What do you do? How can you best do it? It's not always measured by your change. Is not always measured by the amount of money you have flowing through your bank account. There are organisations with far less money flowing through their bank accounts than others who are actually delivering broader change. So really, it's about remembering that. It's remembering that we measure ourselves by not the size of our bank accounts, but by the impact that we have on people's lives. Always remembering that and putting that first and foremost in our thinking. And that will sometimes involve us in looking in a very strategic way at donor partnerships, at the way we raise money, at the ethics by which the process of raising money. These are all really fundamental, and I think we have to always be very true to our principles and values, and never compromise on them, because then you'll weaken the organisation. And I think that's something for every organisation, not only in this sector.